books are free to all the children, but we as a community do have to sponsor our children, and so it's $12 for 1 year. And if you could just sponsor one child for 1 year, it gets us right on the road to make sure the children get their books.
So if you'd like to make a donation, call us. If you'd like to sign up your child, call us 423-562-1450, 566-1450, or 562-3557. No cost to sign up your child.
No cost, nothing at all. And we will put them in the database. And you can also go online to the Dollywood Foundation, to the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, and sign your child up too. That is another way to enroll your child. But we want to reach that goal of 200 new children this month. And this is a really big push to do that. And tonight we're hoping to raise $2,400 to pay for those 200 children.
Okay, well, let's get rolling. Call us now or come by and make a donation. Nelsie, thank you so much. You've done such a great job with all this, and you have a million other things to do besides sit here and talk, I guess, don't you?
Well, I see some boxes I need to move, and Catherine's going to come tell you about how this began 12 years ago.
Well, great. Nelsie, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. See you later.
Okay, and thank you for allowing WLAF to be a part. This is the first for us tonight. We're live on AM, FM, and, of course, 1450WLAF.com. We're also live on WLAF TV 12. So join us, one of those media outlets this evening. We welcome in Catherine Ayers. And Catherine, this is an event that's been going on for a long time. The reading event, I guess I'm trying to reference here. But this is a celebration tonight, and it goes back a few years, doesn't it?
It does. I found this picture of my daughter Molly, who is now 14 years old. And I think she was almost 2 when we had the organizational meeting at our church. And you can see she was pretty excited just to read the brochure about the program. But yes, it's been going strong in Campbell County for 12 years, and it's a great program. Both my children were in the program when they were young, up to age 5. And the day that the book came in the mail was a day that a brand new toy arrived. So they really both enjoyed the books, and they still have them together upstairs in our playroom. So they really, really enjoyed it.
Well, one of the fun things about this program is that you can hand these down like maybe a pair of shoes. Probably they're going to last longer than maybe a pair of shoes, you'd like to think, I guess.
Absolutely. With my children, maybe other siblings share better than mine do, but the good news is you don't have to share. The program is open to every child who registers, and like you said, they have a set of books for a lifetime, and they treasure them.
Well, these are some outstanding books. I'm trying to think of the one that what is the first book that comes to the home?
Always the Little Engine That Could.
Okay,
I think I can. I think I can.
Well, very good. If we could get a shot of this, Theron. Theron Overbay is our man behind the camera tonight, and I get a shot of this is Catherine and Molly from how many? That's been a few years ago.
12 years ago. 12, yes.
Is she 12? She's 12 plus now.
12 plus 2, 14.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad I've not gotten any older.
She still likes to read too. She doesn't like to do math very much, but I think the books helped her always have a love for reading.
Well, what does this do for a youngster? You're a teacher, you're an educator, that's your career. What do you think this does for a youngster when they enter school or maybe kindergarten or pre-K and have had books around the home, been read to, and they're learning to read?
It's just no question that early exposure, early stimulation absolutely puts a child on the road to success, much more so than a child that is not exposed to books and early stimulation at home. I had some friends who are preschool teachers, and they would say that really sometimes they would get a student in class who would come to school so excited but didn't really know how to hold a book or manipulate a book because they didn't have them at home. So this solves that problem for every child in Campbell County. No reason for any child not to have their own set of books and have that early exposure that puts them on the road to success in school.
Well, part of this celebration tonight is to raise awareness, obviously, and help promote the program. But folks can call in and donate as little as $12 to get a book each month for a youngster for the next year.
I was amazed to hear Nelsie say that it is still $12 to sponsor a child for a year, because 12 years ago it was $12.
Well.
And you know as well as I do, no price stays the same for 12 years, especially something as incredible as this. What a value for all of our children.
And you may call the radio station right now, 562-1450, 566-1450, or 562-3557, and make your donation of $12. Or if you're a mom or a dad or a grandparent at home, you may sign up your child over the phone, and that's pretty easy to do.
Absolutely. You can't go to Walmart and buy one toy for $12. So imagine a set of books over 5 years. It's wonderful.
And you describe the excitement of getting that book every month. Is it maybe a time of the month you can pretty much kind of count on it's that week or maybe close to that day?
They were very regular in delivery, but I think I was as excited as they were to get a new book, because at least I knew that would buy me some time that they wouldn't be making a mess. So the book day was always a hit in our house.
Wow, and it's delivered right to your mailbox, whether that's a P.O. box or the mailbox outside the house there. It's the Imagination Foundation Library Celebration here, and if you'd like to come visit with us, we're right outside the Big Blue Bus. You can't miss us, next to First Baptist Church in La Follette. This is going to go on for a couple of hours. Are you going to be one of the guest readers tonight as well?
I don't think so. I'm on my way to Jacksboro Middle School to run the snow cone machine at the homecoming game. But it looks like you've got a good crowd over there ready to hear some good stories.
Well, Catherine Ayers, thank you for visiting as always, and we wish you well with the snow cones with this warm sun out here today.
I think we'll be all right. Thank you, Jim.
All right, thank you, Catherine Ayers. And of course, it is the celebration of the Imagination Library here. Catherine, I still have your photo. I know you want to hang on to that as certainly a great keepsake. Thank you. As we are live on WLAF TV 12, 1450 WLAF.com, 1450 WLAF Radio, and FM 100.9. As this is a first for us tonight. We're live. We're not far from the radio station, but Theron had to put in as much work to get everything situated tonight as if we were at the ball game like last night. And by the way, Campbell County won over the Clinton Dragons 41-34. And we're going to check our list and see who is next to come visit with us. It's Marie Ayers. Marie, come join us. It's Marie Ayers. How are you? Okay,
I'm good.
Great. She is not only a guest here tonight, you're of course one of our county commissioners. Welcome in tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
When are you going to be a guest reader too? What are you up to tonight?
They asked me to come and check it out and speak to the community and everyone about Imagination Library.
How has this impacted, or has it you in your life, maybe?
Well, I have a 14-year-old, and he thoroughly enjoyed getting those books. He would beat me to the mailbox to see if those books were coming. So I have firsthand knowledge of this, and I do have a master's in accounting, and I think education is highly important, and the basis of that is reading.
How did this help your son maybe when he first started to school at pre-K or kindergarten or whatever the case was in those days?
Well, he was thrilled to get to go to the library, because that was just a whole world of Imagination Library books. And of course we done that at an early age as well. So he was, the books, the paperwork never bothered him, never intimidated him. I think it helped him just to be familiar with papers and books and things to do.
And you may be a part of that. Maybe you're a parent or grandparent, would like to have your child from birth to age 5 signed up to get a book every month for the next 5 years. Just call the radio station and sign up. It's that easy. We're signing folks up right now, 423-562-1450, 566-1450, or 562-3557. Can you believe, Marie, that it's still $12 like it was back in the day?
No, I can't. And they're very quality books. Most of the ones that we remember getting are little hardbacks or real quality. They're not the less expensive ones. They're nice books.
And it's $12 for a year. If you'd like to sponsor a child's books for the entire year next year, you may do that as well. Linda's there, Karen, Mary Berry to answer the phones at WLAF 566-1450 or 562-3557. Give us a call there. We're going to be going for a couple of hours till about 8 o'clock tonight. And the turnout has been fairly impressive so far.
Very good for a very hot Friday.
County Commission, you've got your work cut out for you. You're a busy lady, real estate, County Commission, and what do you do in your spare time?
Don't know what that is, but we're having budget meetings every Tuesday and Thursday until the budget is passed, working with 10 new elected officials, and everyone seems to be doing their part. So.
Well, of course, we appreciate you coming out tonight to be a part of this. What might you say to a parent or a grandparent who's maybe kind of not sure if they want to pick up that phone and maybe make a donation or sign their youngster up?
I have personally signed up about every child that I know for myself. It's one of the best gifts that you can ever give. The gift of reading is the gift of success. So just call and sign them up. One book. I just bought 3 for a baby shower, actually, and they were $8.99 and up, and it's the same books that we got in the mail.
Wow, for $1.
Yeah.
So it's easy to do. $1 a month or $12 for a year. If you'd like to make a donation, we'll gladly accept that. If you'd like to sign up a youngster, the goal tonight is 200 children signed up for the Imagination Library, and our goal dollar-wise is $2,400. I think we could probably get close to that, or maybe meet that goal tonight.
It'd be very close to that.
Okay.
I'd like to sponsor a few myself. I'm going to speak to Nelsie about that.
Well, I'm
so.
sure she'll be glad
On
to
a
sign you
personal
up.
level, not the county level. So. All right, thank you.
Well, Marie, thank you for taking time to visit with us.
Thank you for helping the children.
Let's
Appreciate
get a plug in for Ridge Real Estate.
Ridge Real Estate, I'm headed back to work. Call anytime.
Now, what's your phone number?
562-5454.
Okay, yep. You're looking to buy, sell, maybe rent, call in Marie Ayers. Let's get that number again.
Whatever you need, 562-5454.
All right, look for the blue sign.
Exactly.
Okay.
Thank you
Marie, thank you so much, and thank you for your service to Campbell County.
very much. Welcome. Pleasure to be here.
All right, very good. In Marie Ayers visiting with us tonight as we are looking for our next visitor. We're going to draft Teresa. Come on up here.
I'm holding a donation card.
Okay. This is Teresa Carl. Now I saw you get off the Big Blue Bus a minute ago. How much fun is it to ride the Big Blue Bus?
It has been fantastic riding that bus. In fact, this is our 36th stop, and we've got 54 in total to go.
Well,
across
that's
the
not
state.
36 today, is it?
No, but it is the third today.
Wow. And Theron, if we could get a shot of the Big Blue Bus. This is the Big Blue Bus that's here on Central Avenue. And you mentioned the donation card.
Yes.
How easy is this?
It is so easy to pay it forward. The state of Tennessee, pays for half the cost of the books, but you have to raise the other 50% locally at each county, which is why we've got this Big Blue Bus, because we want to thank volunteers and donors. So all you have to do is $12 provides for a child for a year. So that, $24 would pay the full cost, or you could pay $60 for 5 years, which is birth to age 5.
Wow.
And that's a real bargain when you think about the impact.
That's a grand slam.
That's a grand slam.
Well, now, how long have you been a part of the Big Blue Bus and a part of the Imagination Library?
I'm the blessing and honor of being president of the Governor's Books from Birth Foundation, and this will be my third year in this role. And it is a blessing and it is an honor, because all that we care about is children and reading, and being able to expose children to books early so that they're ready when they get to kindergarten and have a successful educational experience beyond that.
We're trying to make this as easy as possible. They can call the radio and the TV station right now, or they can come by here, right?
They can come right by here and enroll their children. They can pick up a cookie. We've got goodie bags that we brought with an activity coloring book and bookmarks and whistles and Band-Aids. All children love Band-Aids. And even some books. So we'd love to have people come by. Yeah.
Well, now, this is, of course, an ego thing here, but how are we doing? Or how are we doing compared to the rest of the stops you've made today and some of the other stops?
Oh, I think every county is entirely different, but Miss Nelsie Wooden and all of her advisory board work very, very hard, and they've always done a great job in enrolling children and raising money. But it's hard to raise even the 50% cost. Tennessee's the only state that has this 50-50 match. Everyone else has to pay the full, about $2.10 per book. So we're split about $1.05 from the state and $1.05 from the local county.
Okay. Now, what I was getting at was our turnout tonight. How are we doing okay? How are we doing here?
We know we need to have more people out
Okay,
here.
more,
We've
okay.
got 100 goodie bags over there. We want to give them all away.
Okay.
Yes, very good.
Darren, if we could get a shot of the reading taking place over here, that'd be great. Now, thank you. And $12 a year. I understand this is the same price it was 10 years ago.
It is, and of course mailing costs have gone up. The actual cost is averaged out by the weight of the book and the mailing cost.
Okay.
So it can be a little bit more than that. But the best thing to do would be pay $60 for 5 years and just put a child all the way through from birth for 5 years.
Well, I'm glad
In my opinion, that would be the best.
Well, I'm glad you told me about that, because we've been talking about very good. We've been talking $12 today, but we can extend that out to $60 if you'd like to be a part of this.
5 years.
Yeah, for 5 years. Call the radio station, TV station, 423-566-1450, 423-562-1450, or just say that, 562-3557. And what you may do at the radio station when you call is just to sign up your youngster there as well.
Right, that'd be awesome. You can do that, or you can even go to www.governorsfoundation.org and sign up online. But we'd rather have you come out tonight.
We would. It's beautiful weather, really nice tasting cookies, and plenty to drink here. Now, where's your next stop after this evening?
Tomorrow. Well, our next stop will be to go to bed tonight, but then after that, tomorrow we'll be in Athens at the Mayfield Family Farm for a farm festival Imagination Library event.
Wow.
And then Madisonville, and then we're back for the weekend, and then we're out again next week.
Well, very good. Is there a way for us to follow you online with the bus maybe? Is there kind of a way to maybe on Twitter or to follow you, Facebook?
Twitter at TN Imagination, and our Facebook page is just Governor's Books from Birth Foundation. So we'd love that. Thanks so much.
Well, now, Teresa, you didn't tell me your big title till you sat down here. Tell us your title again. We're talking with reading royalty for Tennessee.
President is just a title. I'm just happy to be here, and there are 4 of us on the staff, and we work with the First Lady as part of her Early Childhood Literacy Initiative, and we're a separate 501c3 nonprofit, so we cover all 95 counties, support and sustain the Imagination Library programs in each of those counties.
Well, we're so glad you came to Campbell County, and I know you had something to do with the weather too, didn't you?
The weather is perfect, and the view is even better. So come on out and see it.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Appreciate it. As we're visiting, let's see. Thank you, and let's see whoever is next. Come on, if you want to get there, and if you'll get a shot of our tally board over here, that would be great. And we're looking at a goal of $2,400 this evening, and that's what we're looking for, $12 increments, or as Teresa mentioned, $60 donations will take care of a youngster from birth through age 5. That's the whole program, and that's easy to do. And you may do that by calling the radio station at 423-562-1450 or 566-1450 or 562-3557. You may offer a donation, or you may sign up your youngster over the telephone. Our goal tonight for signing up young readers is 200. So we'd like for you to be a part of that. If you have a child in your family, you'd like to sign them up, do that. It's free, and we're asking for the $12 donations to make that free continue to be possible here throughout Campbell County. How are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, great. I've never met you.
I've never met you.
And what's your name?
My name's Carrie Farah.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Are you going to sing for us tonight?
I am.
Now, tell me your name again.
Carrie Farah.
Carrie Farah. Are you at Campbell High?
Yeah, I'm a freshman.
A freshman. Okay. Well, very good. The fellow behind the camera is an old guy. He graduated this past spring.
Really?
Yeah. Now, where are you going to sing? Here on the air for us, or in front of the group, or?
Yeah, on the air.
Well, very good. May I hand you the microphone and let you take it away?
I'm going to be playing the cups. So.
You're going to be playing the cup. Okay. On the chair.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, I'm slow, but I'm
It's
learning.
fine.
Okay. Now, Theron, we're going to play some music on the cup. Does it have to be a Mountain Dew cup, I guess?
Well, it's preferred.
A Coca-Cola cup might not do it.
No.
No, Mountain Dew. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Kara, take it away.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess I'm going to get down here on the
Okay. Very good. We can adjust with the camera and such, and microphone, as it is. Carrie Farah, freshman at Campbell County High School. And whenever you're ready.
I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle Pepsi for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my ticket for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my talk. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Very good. Carrie Farah. Now don't run away. Don't run away. We've got you here. We're going to visit a little bit. And now tell me, where did you learn to do this?
I kind of just taught myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's from a movie, Pitch Perfect.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I kind of just taught myself.
All right. Now, I must ask you, we're celebrating the Imagination Library tonight. Were you a youngster to receive books in the mail back when you were between birth and
No,
5?
I wasn't. I think
Really?
it's great that they're doing this.
Okay. Now, where did you go to junior high and elementary school around here?
Elementary, I went to Jacksboro Elementary, and I went to Jacksboro Middle School.
Okay. Well, very good. And who was your music teacher?
In Jacksboro Elementary, I had Miss Freeman, and I had Mr. Edwards, who is now my ensemble teacher in high school.
Okay. So you're talented, and this is maybe somewhere where you're kind of headed, you think?
Yeah, it's definitely a career of mine that I want to get to.
Very good. Mrs. Freeman's with the lady with the red hair, right?
Yes.
I think I know her.
Yeah, she's really nice.
I'll tell her.
Okay.
That's my wife.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh my
Mrs. Redhead's what I call her.
I didn't know that.
So I'm just checking to see your path. She's taught at all these schools, and I didn't know if she might have been your teacher at Jacksboro.
Yeah,
It obviously
she
was.
was.
Well, very good, very good. Well, now, you'd like to, probably you talked about how great this program is. Would you like to encourage somebody to maybe make a $12 donation for us?
Definitely.
Right into the camera there.
Okay. Well, I think this is a great opportunity because I definitely didn't have it as a kid, and it's really important for kids to have a good education, know how to read and write, and I'm just so thankful for it. So I definitely think you should donate.
And you can do it right now. Just call us at 562-1450, 566-1450, or 562-3557. And of course, this is a free program, so a parent or grandparent, all they have to do right now is just call us and
Right.
sign up.
Right, that's great.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything like this. I really wish I would have.
Well, now you know, so maybe you can do that for your youngsters down the road.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, Carrie, thank you so much for visiting with us and your great performance here. We will look for more great things from you musically in the future. How's that?
That's good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Carrie Farah, a freshman at Campbell County High School, and she is with us this evening. We're going to catch up with Lori Atkins here in just a little bit, and so we invite you to stay connected there. And we have youngsters reading, or being read to here, and let's see, we're moving the chair. This is live TV, live radio. We're doing everything on the fly here tonight as we have folks reading here, youngsters being read to. The Big Blue Bus is here, and it is very warm. Trying to see if we can open up a bottle of water here. Come on over, Lori, have a seat. Yes, we're live on the TV. If you'd give me just a break here, that'd be great. I'll go ahead and get this bottle of water going. Thank you. As it is very, very warm. Lori, yeah, your fan club is here. Yes, very good, very good. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. You're the principal at Caryville Elementary.
Yes.
Okay. How important is the Imagination Library for what you do with getting youngsters started at a very early age?
Oh, it's extremely important. So many children don't have the opportunity to have a lot of books read to them. They can't afford them. So this allows them to have a book every month to read or be read to by their parents, grandparents, family, friends. So it's such a wonderful program.
Well, of course, before you were principal, you were in the classroom. Could you always tell maybe the youngsters that had that extra little push with maybe an Imagination Library book?
Absolutely. Their vocabulary and just understanding of how stories work and just background knowledge about stories, it's just so much more deep and broad if they have been read to. So it's such an important thing that children get read to every day.
Well, now we're signing up youngsters for free. This is a free program. That's still hard to believe after all these years.
Yes, it is. Thanks to all the sponsors and the people who give. So.
And we do have a whole list of sponsors here tonight, to my left over here. And this has been going on for 10 years. The cost is $12 a year. It still is $12 a year. That's difficult to believe.
It's amazing because most of the books that they receive are normally at least $10, $12, $15 in a store. So to sponsor a child for just $12 a year to receive these wonderful books is just it's a fabulous deal.
Well, now, some success stories through reading. I'm sure you probably have quite a few of those, don't you?
Oh, yes. I was a reading teacher, a reading recovery teacher for 10 years in the county. So I worked with children who struggled to learning to read. So I could tell such a difference once they began to read and practiced every night.
Now, reading is obviously one facet, but that opens so many other doors when you're talking about math and history and all the other subjects. I mean, if you can't read, you're pretty much kind of sunk, aren't you?
Yes, you are. So much of the math now is problem solving. You have to read to figure out what to even do. So if you can't read the problem, there's no way you'll ever solve the problem.
When for a parent or grandparent watching right now, Lori, what would your words be to them if they're thinking about maybe or maybe not calling and getting their youngster signed up?
I would say definitely call. Definitely sign your child, your grandchild, your cousins, anyone up that you can. Reading to your children is so extremely important. So please sign up your children and read to them every day.
Well, very good. And the numbers to call to sign up for free, 562-1450, 566-1450, 562-3557. And if you'd like to make that $12 donation for a full year for a child, it's $12 a year or $60 for the whole time frame from birth to age 5. Same phone numbers there. We have people standing by to take your call. Karen is there, Mary, see Linda is there. Give them a call. They're waiting to hear from you at WLAF this evening. And Lori, exciting things going on at Carrollville Elementary. What maybe is at the top of your list right now?
Oh, the very top is we were named a reward school this year.
I knew that, and I should have said that. We're saving the best for last.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were in the top 5% in the area of progress, which is growth over the course of a school year. So we're just thrilled to no end over that status.
Well, I forgot. We did the story. I saw the cake and all that, but how exciting is that? And obviously, as the principal, you've been there for a couple of years now, and to see that progress.
Yeah, this is my 6th year, and so we've worked hard every year. And about 2 years ago, I believe we were very close. The state actually mailed a letter out to the school saying you were so close, continue your work. And then the following year, as Jacksboro was named a reward school, and we missed it again. So this year we were named, and we were just thrilled. So I truly hope other elementaries can, and in middle and high school as well, but be able to experience the thrill of being named a reward school. It's a lot of hard work, and they're all working so hard. So I hope they get a chance to feel that.
Well, congratulations. You have quite a staff there at Carrollville, and some folks talk about just how the atmosphere and the attitude at your school is so incredible.
Well, thank you. We work really hard. To me, it's the most important thing is the atmosphere. When you walk in the building, I want you to feel welcome, inviting. I want the children to want to come to school. I want my staff to want to come to school. My own children go there. I want it to be the best, happiest place in the county. So that's one reason we work really hard towards that.
Well, again, congratulations for a great year, and you're already into another year, and maybe some bigger and better results coming up for you here in a few months.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Lori Adkins, the principal at Carrollville Elementary School. We wish you continued success. And we'll let you go. You're free to go. Very good. Yes, very good. Lori, thank you. As we're live this evening on WLAF, all the platforms were AM, FM, TV, and .com, and it's one of the few, or one of the first live telecasts we have going on WLAF TV 12, at least until 7 o'clock tonight. I'm losing track of time. We may be getting close to 7 o'clock now. But WLAF TV 12 looking to broadcast and televise some more live events like this one here tonight. And Theron Overbay, who's the man behind the camera, he's technically gotten everything going. Jason Shockley back at Studio Control has everything working for us tonight. And Brian Scott, who's in Cleveland, Ohio, he's the man that's kind of pulling the big load tonight to make sure that everything works for us all the way around. But thank you, gentlemen, for your help tonight. It is the Imagination Library celebration here in Campbell County. The Big Blue Bus is here. It seems like it's quieted down a bit, not much traffic. We're on West Central Avenue next to the First Baptist Church in La Follette. Bring your youngsters on by, cookies, drinks, and a chance for them to be read to for a little while here and have some fun, and also to sign up to receive a book a month from age birth through age 5, and it's very easy to do. Our tally board over here to my left is starting to slowly grow. We're waiting for $12 donations from you, or if you'd like to donate for the whole 5 years, it's $60 for that donation, and we would love to have you take and be a part of that. And it's easy to do. Just call us at 562-1450 or come by here. Come by where the Big Blue Bus is. Sign up the youngster in your family, or give the donation, or both, whatever you would like to do. And if we could get an idea of just maybe what else is happening here, some of the other faces here this evening. The Big Blue Bus is here in Campbell County. You can't miss it, and the weather's about perfect. We invite you to come out. The sun is starting to kind of ease on to the ridge, behind the ridge over there, and starting to cool off just a little bit. And we invite you to come by and see us here, West Central Avenue in La Follette. The Big Blue Bus is here, and sign up your youngster, have a cookie or two, have some fun here, as it is fun with reading. We're waiting for Dwayne Kitts. Dwayne Kitts, our county commissioner. Now, tell me that again now. Water. I thank you. Nancy Green, the librarian for La Follette, is here. Making sure I have some water. Thank you, Nancy. But if you see Dwayne Kitts, send him our way. He's next on our list here. Or we can skip ahead and bring you in here. Well, we'll put you on the list right now. How's that? Nancy, come on, have a seat here. Nancy Green is the librarian for us in La Follette. And Nancy, how long have you been the librarian?
It will be 25 years
Oh my
come
gosh.
November 20th.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yes, no.
Oh, there's no
25
way.
years. Yes.
25 years.
25 years. It's home now.
Oh my, you know, I still think of you as the new librarian.
Right. But Connie was 27 years, so I'm about to get up to her record.
Wow, Connie Pellizzari, the lady with the moppy gray hair, she was so sweet, and you had some big shoes to fill when you came in, didn't
I
you?
certainly did. She was awesome. She really was.
Coming up on 25 years, that's gone by so fast. And the changes, obviously, you were at you started the original library down on South Tennessee Avenue, and now you're over on, is it 9th Street? 9th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you have a palace now, don't you?
Compared to what we had, it's a palace. We went from having 1,300 square feet to about 4,000 square feet.
Oh my.
So that's quite a lot of difference. Yes,
Boy,
it's a palace.
it is. What's the response been for the new library with folks coming by and visiting and such?
All positive, very positive. Everyone, I had someone in today this is the first time I've been in here, and wow, he said, what a difference. I even get asked, do you like this one better? I said, well, you know, that kind of goes without saying. Yeah.
Maybe a little sentimental for the old one, but this one blows it away, I guess.
Oh, absolutely it does. I was in the old one yesterday because it's now the codes office.
Okay.
And I told Mr. Faust, I said, you're sitting in the same chair, same place I sat for many years.
25 years.
25 years.
The Imagination Library is celebrating 10 years, and we've had a reading program in Campbell County for 12 years now. And I'm sure you've been a big part of that with your time at the library.
Yes, I have. I attended actually in Gatlinburg a couple of years ago a reading Imagination Library. Met Miss Dolly.
Oh, good.
You know, had librarians across the state there. It's really a lot of fun. And we always at the library, if you need an application for this, we have plenty of them. And we
Okay,
fill
so
them
if
out
someone
there.
would like to come and sign up for the Imagination Library may do it at the library at any time.
Absolutely, at any time. Yes.
Well, I'm glad to know. Maybe we should start mentioning that on the radio next week.
That's a good idea. I wish you would. That's great.
If I can
That's
remember
great.
it over the weekend, we'll do that.
Okay, sounds good. That sounds good.
Nancy Green is here. Nancy, obviously you see youngsters from just a very young age all the way up to mature folks.
Absolutely.
Do you get a chance to kind of get an idea and gauge how these youngsters progress and maybe how this program has helped them when they come to the library?
Yes, I do, and it has helped them read a lot. It, in conjunction with my summer reading, has produced some tremendous readers, and they can read just like that. Really, really good readers.
My. And through almost 25 years, you've seen a lot of folks grow up through the library, I guess.
I'm seeing my kids that were little. Now they're in there with their kids, and it makes me feel really old. I tell them, well, you know, you all have grown up, and here I am still the same old me. but yeah, it does. It really makes you see the passing of time when you see that happening.
Well, Nancy, thanks for coming by to visit with us. And this is so simple that folks may sign up, and this is free for the little ones.
It's absolutely free for the children. It is. It's a wonderful program. They get a new book every month from the birth up to 5 years old. Their own book comes addressed to them in the mail, not to the parents, to them. It's their book. And the first book in this is The Little Engine That Could, which is really a positive thinking book. So that's the first book in the series. And it's all of my grandchildren, the younger ones, have participated in this. So that's been great.
Well, this is a keepsake, too. These are able to be passed on down.
Absolutely, they are. Yes, I talked to a lady a while ago. She said her 2 grandchildren were involved in it, but the first one got the books, so rather than take another child's place, they just let them use the same books as they got older, which is a really good idea,
Well,
too.
It's a good way to kind of be perpetual with it.
It is.
And you may sign up your youngster right now just by stopping by here and signing up. We're on West Central Avenue next to the church. Look for the big blue bus, or call the radio station, 1450 WLAF. It's 562-3557, 562-1450, or 566-1450. And Nancy, $12 a year is the same price when this program began 10 years ago. And folks may also donate if they'd like to be a part of this. If maybe they don't have youngsters in their life, they can still be a part.
They can still be a part by donating. That's just $1 a month, and that's wonderful. I mean, what a
Bargain.
bang for your buck, you know? It really is. Yeah, that's great.
Well, Nancy, thank you for bailing us out here. I don't know who else who's coming up next, but thank you for playing along as a draftee.
Oh, I was happy to. Always glad to Put in a good plug for the library.
Yes, absolutely. Nancy Green, the librarian here in La Follette. Thank you, Nancy. And not sure who our next visitor is, but we will talk to that person here. As you may see, youngsters are being read to right now. We have a list of our corporate partners, and I guess it would be a good idea for us to go ahead and give you an idea of who is a big part of this. It's the Campbell County Imagination Library. We have investors for a 4-year stretch from 2010 to 2014. The Appalachian Regional Commission, books from Birth Foundation, the Campbell County Commissioners, the Campbell County Health Department, lots of folks being a part of this, the Campbell County Mayor, employees of CHET, Community Health of East Tennessee, Delta Kappa Gamma, the Alpha Theta chapter, the Beta Phi chapter, Dollar General, Eagle Bluff Daycare, long list, East Tennessee Foundation, Extraordinary Teens of Campbell County High, Jacksboro City Council, the Jellicoe Community Hospital is also a part of this, La Follette United Methodist Church, the La Follette Utility Board, St. Mary's Medical Center of Campbell County, and of course lots of individual donors are also a part of this who are not listed, but you know who you are. And again, we greatly appreciate you being a part of the Imagination Library. And we have a lovely lady with us. We have Miss Dixie Hauser with us. And one of the things that we're going to talk about is how to protect these books, and that's probably very important. It may be easier said than done as well.
Absolutely. Really, I love books, and I've ended up being a church librarian. I've been to several conferences, and one of the most important and interesting thing I found out was how to open a book. And I think that's so important because that's the life of a book. Sometimes when you get in the book, sections come out because the book has not been opened properly. And that was one of the most valuable lessons that I learned in going to many of the conferences that I've attended. So I want to show you how to open a book.
Well, let's do this, Theron. Let's go ahead and get a close-up on Miss Dixie and her book here. And let me kind of get out of the way here. Right. And go ahead and take us through this, Miss Dixie.
All right. When you get a new book, especially paperback, because they're not very strong, this is the spine of a book. So lay it flat on a table and open both ends, and then take a few pages at a time and work toward the middle. And that is so important because you're opening the book and not hurting the spine. And when you crack it open, a lot of the pages come out. You've seen that in some of the books.
Yes.
And that's the value of a book, because books are very expensive now. So just open it very carefully until you reach the middle page, no matter how small the book. And then that is the life of your book.
So you have opened a brand new book here, and
then you save the spine, and it will just be the value of the book because they're expensive, and these, especially one that the child loves, they want to keep it a long time. So learn to open a new book before you even start reading, and that's the way you open a book.
Now, once you've opened the brand new book like you did here, you want to follow a similar theme, I guess, when you open it that second time, the third time?
Oh, no. Once you open that, you're okay.
Okay,
So then from then on. But the important thing is that open it correctly the first time. And that's the value of keeping your book in good shape.
And so this is the first book that youngsters get when they...
will, and that's one that I used to read a long time ago. It's one of the children's favorite. And this is such a wonderful program. And the children love these books. And it becomes a beginning of the library for them, really. So anyway, I hope that's a good hint for some of you, and you learn to value a book and open it correctly.
Well,
good hint.
You taught me something big here today. I had no clue.
Oh, many people don't know that. And that's one thing that I have remembered for a long time. And Miss Nelson will always prod me. She said, show them how to open a book. So a lot of people don't know. So I hope that some people watching will learn a lesson from that.
Well, it's more than opening a book. It's the life of the book, preserving that book.
And if it's a good book, I'm selfish about my book. I've got old books that I keep that I just don't give away. And I always, whenever I get a new book, I'll always open it correctly. Well, that's the life of a book.
Miss Dixie, thank you so much for taking time. It's always a pleasure to see you.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Miss Dixie Hauser taking a moment for us. As we're seeing our board here, we have up to $740. Nelsie Wooden, you're heading up all this fun here tonight. Tell us about the donations. We've gotten a few phone calls, looks like.
Oh, yes, and Scott's been taking money over here right here at the event, and we're excited about that because people realize that it takes money to make this work.
Well, it doesn't, and it really keeps those books at $12 a year. That's a price you can't beat.
No, you can't, and it's an investment in a child's life. These are our future workforce. They're our future educators and leaders of our community and country, and so let's start with books at home.
And it's easy to do, and you may sign up right here or call the radio station right now and sign up in the same way for donating.
That's exactly right, and we do so much appreciate it. I know that Catherine was here and she talked about the fact that 12 years ago, the Imagination Library began in Campbell County as a part of United Methodist Church, and it's such a great history that we were able to start. That first year they had 17 children enrolled. And so now in August we sent out 1,266 books. Isn't that great?
My, it is. And we're looking to sign up 200 tonight.
We want to sign up 200 new children. We're about halfway, 50% of the number of children that are newborn to age 5. And so we would really like to just climb on up there and have every child receiving the Imagination Library books.
Well, and all they need to do is just to sign up.
That's it, just sign up. And you know, Jim, Community Health of East Tennessee has been the 501c3 sponsor, the nonprofit sponsor for Imagination Library since it began. It began at the church, and they asked at that time Reaches and now Community Health, Chet, to be the fiscal manager, and then later on they said, will you take the whole program? And it has just grown and grown and grown, and we are proud to be the community service sponsor. So.
Well, Nelsie, we appreciate that, and thank you and all the folks at Chet. And let me, before we get too busy and get in a hurry here after a while maybe, thank you for all you've done to make this event tonight possible. You've pulled all the strings on this, and we're glad you asked us to be a part of it.
Well, I have an advisory council.
Okay.
And it takes many parts of a team to make it all come together. And then those that we've asked to be here, they've come out, and everybody's just making it work together, having a fun party.
Well, we are, absolutely, and we've got a few folks here, and more folks have come in. And if you'd like to bring your child by, readers are here, cookies, maybe something to drink too. And,
yeah, we've got some water, some cold water on this warm evening. And Jim, just thank you that WLAF has been a part of this. Thank you so much.
Well, we're a part because you asked us to be. We thank you for the invitation.
Well, I thank you for accepting.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm going to go on and let some more people. I know there's some parents here. I'm going to try to persuade a few of them to come up and talk to you about their children and their books.
Oh, we'd love that. And Dwayne Kitts is here. We you know, he's on our list, and we need to get him over here and talk a little bit.
I'll bring him right over. Okay, thank you.
Nelsie, thank you. Nelsie Wooden, our total, as Nelsie mentioned, is up to $740. Our goal is $2,400. We'd like to make that tonight, but if we can't, we maybe can make it over the next few days by you helping out maybe next week or a little bit later. $2,400 in donations. We're looking to sign up 200 youngsters this evening, and you may do that by calling the radio station, WLAF, right now at 562-1450, 566-1450, or 562-3557. It's that easy to sign up one of the youngsters in your family, age birth to 5, or to make a donation at those numbers. Karen is there, along with Linda and Mary. Call one of those ladies at WLAF. They are there right now. Call them and tell them you want to make a donation or you want to sign up somebody in your family. We're waiting for Dwayne Kitts, the mailman, to come in here. We've gotten you elected now. You can still visit with us, can't you?
Oh, yeah, sure, Jim. Good to be here.
Yeah. How about this Imagination Library celebration tonight?
Oh, it's great. Great to get out and see everybody out and about, and it's good for the community. Really like what they do, and really a big supporter of the Imagination Library. Of course, I'm the mailman, and I get to see firsthand, you know, what these books mean to a lot of these kids.
Well, this is almost maybe a Christmas gift a month kind of situation for some youngsters, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Jim. And you know, the kids, they look forward. They come in to the mailman. They're like, "Have you got my book?" And I've seen kids, real small kids, you know, grow up, and I've actually had them read them books to me.
What?
And a lot of books that The Little Engine That Could is one that I remember when I was a kid. So,
well, when was that? 100 years ago, right?
Yeah, somewhere along in there, back in the Kerrville Elementary School days. Yeah. But no, really enjoy the Imagination Library, and I'm a big supporter of it. And you know, a lot of people say, you know, is it money well spent? To me, you can't go wrong helping a child. And a lot of these kids, this is what they look forward to, is these books, and to put a smile on their face. If you see it firsthand, and I do, it's really a great organization, do a great job.
When you know, this started 10 years ago at $12 a year, and it's still $12 a year. How does that math work? That's hard to believe, isn't it?
That's hard to believe. That's the best bang for the buck, as they say. You know, stretching nickels into dimes, I guess, Jim. But it's really good.
Well,
sure does good.
It is great to hear your story about delivering these. Now, I guess as the mailman, do these all kind of come in maybe at one time of the month, or are they kind of spread out? How does that work?
Most of them come in at most of them come in at one time of the month, but now we have a few what we call stray books that comes in throughout the month to different child. And it depends on the age group too, Jim.
Okay.
Yeah, different age groups, and you can know when you look in your hamper and you see all them books, you know that it's either the smaller kids or the kids that's older ones. I believe Thurns won't jump in here right past Jim.
I think we're trying to take care of a couple of technical snags here maybe or something. But a little live TV on the fly. We're live on WLAF TV 12 tonight.
That's great. It sure is. It's really great there. I really enjoy what you do and what WLAF does and to the community and what they really promote in this Imagination Library. I really do appreciate it, Jim.
Well, Dwayne, I appreciate that. And obviously you're on the county commission now. You're just getting your feet wet there. We appreciate your involvement in the community and making a difference here. I know that this is not going to be an easy path that we're headed down right now, but thank you for stepping up and being a part of that.
Well, it's, Jim, it's going to be tough budget time, and the money that the county commission provides to the Imagination Library, like I said before, is, it's money well spent, and you can't go wrong by helping a child or brightening a child's future, and, that's the future of our county. And the kids are the future of our county, and really that's what we need to concentrate on.
What would you say to a parent or grandparent who's watching or listening right now and maybe is wondering whether they should call? It's free, so there shouldn't be any hedging on that, I guess.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. And just call in and or come down and join us, and come down and join WLAF here tonight, and might even get another interview with somebody else. Who knows? But no, I really appreciate what everybody's doing here. It's a great turnout, great night. Where else could you spend a Friday afternoon other than the Campbell County football and big win last night? And come down and celebrate tonight and go down and watch the Jacksboro Eagles here later on.
There you go. It's a big night all the way around tonight. And Dwayne, we appreciate you taking time to visit with us. And I know you want to get one of those cookies over there. I keep seeing you looking over that way.
Yeah, I think we might jump over there here. Might see Scott Hill and make a donation while we're here too.
Well, Dwayne, thanks again, and we appreciate you taking time and for all you do for our community.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Appreciate you.
Dwayne, the mailman Kitts, also a county commissioner for us here in Campbell County, taking time to visit with us. And let's see here. We're looking for maybe some more guests. Betty Gores, and not sure where Betty is. We'll find her here in a few minutes. And yes, ma'am, Nelsie Wooden's back here. Go ahead, Nelsie.
We have a couple of special teenagers that are here, as in groups, the cheerleaders from La Follette Middle School and the cheerleaders from the high school. And they're helping with the children with some of the coloring activities, and we have a train set up over here for them to play with. But the La Follette Middle School cheerleaders want to cheer for you.
Well, let's do that.
Okay.
And let's see, we probably can maybe assemble them. Okay. Amy is their coach. She's going to get them there with Santa Claus right now, a picture taken right now, as maybe we can get a shot of what is going on over there with the cheerleaders and Santa. They're coming our way. Betty, you're going to have to help me with your last name. How do we pronounce that?
It's Gorse. It rhymes with horse. Gorse.
Well, heck, I can pronounce that. Betty Gorse, you've helped us out here a little bit tonight. We appreciate you coming over and visiting. We're going to try to catch the cheerleaders first, if we may do that. I think they're going to give a cheer here for us as Thayer and Andrew Overbay is focusing in there for us. A lot of activity and maybe a little organized chaos here, I guess.
Yes, some of that too.
Okay, we're going to maybe get our cheer organized. We'll see if we can get that. We're going to swap out, see if we can swap out spectacles here, maybe do that in the meantime as we're waiting for the La Follette cheerleaders to assemble and gather together here. I thought we were ready a second ago. Maybe not. They ran toward the camera real fast, but things slowed down there real quick. It is the Imagination Library celebration here in La Follette this evening. The Big Blue Bus, the Big Blue Book Bus is here, and we'd love to see you here. Bring the youngsters by. We have guest readers this evening. We're going to be here for a little while longer, till 8 o'clock this evening. And if you'd like to make a donation, it's $12 for books for a whole year for a child. 562-3557, 566-1450, 562-1450. Those are the numbers to call if you'd like to make a donation and be a part. Now, if you'd like to sign up a youngster in your world, you may do that by calling those same numbers. Well, Theron, I'm not sure if we're going to get our cheer or not. We're still waiting. Okay, they're ready. Okay. They are ready. The La Follette Owls, cheerleaders. Ladies, take it away. All right, the La Follette Owls, cheerleaders, La Follette Middle School. Oh, they have another one for us. Well, they've been busy, haven't they?
They have been busy. This is great.
The La Follette Middle School cheerleading squad is here tonight. Amy Long is their coach, and they've been practicing this. This is great, very creative. As Charlie Hudson's here with his camera, thank goodness. The La Follette Middle School cheerleaders with us this evening. And we have the Big Blue Bus is here in La Follette. We'd love to see you come by and be a part of this, whether you come by to get a cookie or maybe to donate a little money to help us keep this program going, or maybe sign up your child, the child in your life, age birth to 5. Betty Gores is with us. Betty, tell me a little bit about yourself and your part of the Imagination Library. And all, you maybe just a volunteer. What are you doing here tonight?
I am a volunteer, but my background is that I was a reading specialist for many years, and then I was a professor of reading education in Indiana University there, and so I have a great deal of experience with children who struggle with reading and trying to teach teachers how to teach reading. So when I came here, I retired here 9 years ago, and I've worked with the schools, and now I'm just trying to volunteer. And I think this is one of the best programs that I've ever seen.
Wow, glad to hear that you retired to the most beautiful place on earth. You knew that, didn't you?
I did. We bought property here 28 years ago with the idea of coming here to live. And so it is the most beautiful place, and that's why we came.
With all your experiences and your education with regard to reading, how important is this for a youngster to be read to, or to be able to learn to read maybe before even getting to school?
It is absolutely essential. The research is very clear about the difference between a child who's been read to and the one who has not been read to, and in their preparation for school. Background knowledge, vocabulary, just print awareness, and phonemic, everything that's needed for reading can come from parents reading. It's absolutely the best thing a parent can do. I'm often asked, what can I do to help my child read? And the best thing is to read to them. It's absolutely, they don't have to teach them phonics, they don't have to do sight words, just read to them.
Keep it simple.
That's right.
And what kind of time investment would you suggest for a parent or grandparent to read to a child or help the child read before school?
Before school, their interest, they don't have very long interest spans, so you have to do it in short spurts. So you may do a book or two at a time, but at the same time, children they love the same book, and they'll want to read the same book over and over and over, and so they may sit for a long time just hearing the same book. But you start very small, and you just keep adding time until as much time as you can give them, they'll probably take.
Well, we may have somebody watching or listening tonight. We're live on the TV, the radio, and the internet tonight, and with regard to investing that $12. They may not have a child in their life, but how big is that to make that $12 investment?
I think that's very, very important. I talked to the ladies that live near me, and they were so generous. I was able to collect $600 before we came tonight, just from the ladies there. Many of them are retired teachers, and they want to support one child. Some of them supported several. One lady supports one child for every grandchild she has, and so she has 7. So that was a nice donation, and they realize the importance of supporting this program, because it really does come down to it. We have to have the money as well as the children.
One of the other step in this program is you just have to sign up. It's free. I mean, how easy is that?
I know. I just do not understand why every child in the county isn't signed up, and that's one of my goals too, is to sign up more and more children, just how we can reach them. And so this is a wonderful program tonight.
Well, 200 is our goal tonight. Surely we can get close to that. But you may call the station and sign up a child. It's that easy right now. Or just come by here, and how can you miss this bus over here?
You can't. It's wonderful, isn't it?
It is. And they backed it in here like they were backing in a Volkswagen.
I know. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I used to teach in a large bus, not quite this big, but I was a transient teacher and drove from school to school to help children learn to read, and so I know how hard it is to drive a bus like that. So, but it's really great.
Well, Betty, thank you for your time, and maybe one last word you might want to pass along to somebody about this program, or about maybe being a part of this program.
Well, if you have a child, if you're expecting a child or you have a young child, get them signed up. If not tonight, call and get them signed up this week, because they get these books. They can have a library of 60 books by the time they are in school. That's amazing.
Well, and these may be perpetual, as far as maybe passing them down to a little brother, a little sister, or maybe another family member.
That's true. That's true. But each child can have their own set of books, because they do change them as they go along. But a family could have a lot of books. So, I just think it's a wonderful opportunity that every parent should take advantage of.
Well, Betty, thank you for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate talking to you.
Very good. Betty Gore is visiting with us this evening, and we have other folks who are going to come by and talk as well tonight, as we have a reading taking place, as County Mayor E.L. Morton is reading to a couple of children right now, and he is one of our guest readers, and we're going to be talking with Pam Jeffries here in just a little bit. Eunice Reynolds is here this evening as well, and Dr. Eunice Reynolds was with us on the radio this morning, and we appreciate that. And we talked to your sister Nancy a minute ago. She knows a little bit about reading, I think, and
Absolutely.
Obviously you're thick into that too.
Absolutely, and my grandchildren are awesome readers, all 3 of them, and have been readers always, and were just diligent members of the Dollywood Foundation Imagination Library. They have books that they love.
Would you say this is maybe a life-changing experience for youngsters who are able to sign up for this program and have it going for 5 years?
Absolutely a life-changing experience, and all should get this opportunity. They have this wonderful chance to learn. The whole world is open to them through the books, and it's really just amazing what they turn on in their little minds and start living the book. Then this whole experience tonight has been world-changing for many of these children. It really has. And for many of us, it's so awesome to have these people here.
When there's somebody watching or listening, what would you say to that parent or grandparent who has not signed up their youngster for this free program?
Hurry and call in and sign up, because you need your children to get these every month. They're free, and they're hardbacked, and they're incredible. They're keepers, and they're age appropriate. So if you have 3 children and one's 2 years old, that book's going to come appropriate for a 2-year-old. If they're 4 years old, that book's going to be appropriate for the 4-year-old. And then they're going to be able to keep that book. So it's awesome. It's just incredible.
And it's free, and it's the same price it was 10 years ago, $12 a year. It's Christmas every month for these little ones.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It comes in their name to the book, is addressed to them, so that makes them begin to feel important. And that $12 membership fee, you're right, for $12 that sponsors the child. And we have a lot of fundraisers that are really helping us, and a lot of fund givers, and we really appreciate the donors. So hurry and donate and get your tax exemption because it is tax-free, and you'll know that you're supporting a child. $12 supports one, $24 supports two. Do as many as you want. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Eunice Reynolds.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. And you may sign up right now here at our location or by calling the radio station at 562-1450, 566-1450, or 562-3557. You may donate, or you may, or both, or you may sign up a child who's in your family or maybe a next door neighbor. It's free to sign up. Just make that call to WLAF this evening or come by here for the big blue book bus. So that's a mouthful.
Absolutely, and support WLAF. They sure do support us. Thank you so much, Jim Freeman, and all of you. And the mayor's ready to see you.
Well, let's
thank
get him
you.
over here.
God bless you.
Eunice, thank you so much. Eunice Reynolds, who's been such a part of our education program here in Campbell County for many, many years. And we're going to visit with the mayor here. Here comes E.L. Morton. Come on over here.
I've got my sister.
He's okay, Judy is here. Yes. Judy, hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Well, it's good to see. It's great. It's good to see you. As we hope EL lets you get a word in edgewise here.
Yeah.
Now you're teaching. What grade do you teach now?
I teach second grade.
Okay. How big a deal is it for a youngster to be read to or learn how to read before they get to school?
It's an extremely big deal. They need to know probably 30,000 words before they get in to become a 5-year-old. And they need to have been spoken to and read to through all of that. So,
when I guess as a basketball coach can see a player coming in fundamentally sound or maybe not, and you as a teacher, you can pick up on that really fast, can't you?
oh yeah, I can tell if they've had conversations with their parents, if they've been read to, if they have even held a book. You can tell if they know how to turn the pages and everything.
My goodness. Wow. Imagination Library, this is the 10th year, same price, $12 a year for a book every month for a youngster.
Mm-hmm. It's a wonderful deal because a book, even the books that we buy for our children at school, are at least $4 or $5 a piece. And so we're talking like $100 worth of books a year for $12. You can't beat that.
That's a pretty good price.
It's an excellent price.
Well, it's not gone up in 10 years.
And it hasn't gone up in price, but that's because people donate.
Yes. What would you say to a parent or grandparent who has not signed up their child yet, and it's free to do?
Oh, please do sign up because it is so important. I know who's read books when they come in my classroom, and I know who's been read to when they come in my classroom because they're ready, and they're ready to go and read books themselves.
Well, now, if somebody is wanting to take time to read to a youngster in their family, what kind of time investment are we talking about every day? Maybe just a few minutes a day?
Oh, 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
5 or 10 minutes. It wouldn't be very long. Some of the books are extremely short, but it always goes longer than 5 minutes because you get into the conversations with them. They want to talk about the characters, and you need to talk about the characters and the setting and the activities that are going on in it. That's all part of building that language for them.
Wow. Well, Judy, thank you for taking time to visit with us. Which school? We talked second grade.
La Follette Elementary School.
Okay.
The Owls.
The Owls.
Yeah.
I didn't look closely enough. Very good. Thank you for visiting with us.
Thank you.
It's always good to see you. Judy Presley, you know her as E.L. Morton's sister, or maybe we know E.L. as Judy's sister. Oh, my. Slide over here. Let's get a little closer here. Let's do that. Judy, thank you for taking time. It's always fun to see you. And I heard you reading over there a minute ago.
Well, I don't know if I'm the best reader here or not, but I at least know how to read, so I'm thankful for that. So, and I saw my second grade teacher who read to me 35 years ago, Miss Hosier, right over here, just a little while ago. And I asked her if she would read to me tonight, and she said she would. So.
Okay, we may try to get that on camera here after
That's
a while.
right. She was my second grade reading teacher,
All
as
right.
a matter of fact. So.
Well, now, the Campbell County Commission has a big hand in this for Campbell County, one of the big donors here.
Yes, we do, and it's a long-time commitment, and we're very proud to be able to do it for our children.
What would you say to a parent or grandparent who has not called and signed up their child? They can do that right now. Just call WLAF. It's that easy.
It's that easy. Now is the time. Call WLAF now. That's what I would say.
562-1450, 566-1450. You know the other number. You listen to the Trading Post every day.
Well, I do, but
3557.
3557. So call 3557 or 1450.
It's very, very good. Now we need to talk about the matter of money here. Folks who maybe don't have a child in their life but want to be a part of this, they may do that. It's $12 a year.
$12 a year. What we're talking $1 a month. Okay, so that can put you right on target there to help a child. And so we encourage everybody to come out and do that, sign up. It makes a difference in one person's life, one person at a time. And it's hard to be able to say that you do that every day. So for $12, that's there's a lot of peace of mind in that, but we're building a community one person at a time when we do that.
When, of course, reading is the foundation. I think maybe Betty Goris was talking, that's the foundation for our jobs, for our educator. I mean, for everything going on here.
If you can't read, nothing else matters. And I mean, that goes for every other subject that's taught in school. Math won't matter if you can't read. Science won't matter if you can't read. So it's all built on the reading skill. And I've lived in different places around the world where illiteracy is the standard for day-to-day life, and life is much more difficult in those places. And it's much more difficult here for people who don't understand how to read. And to have the resources and the blessing to be in the United States of America and have the opportunity for our children to learn to read is a blessing we can't take for granted.
And to do it for free, as we have the Big Blue Bus here, we've got children being read to right now here. We have a list of our donors, as we've got lots of folks involved. And
I've even got Santa Claus.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Santa Claus in September. That's hard to beat.
He's wearing his shorts, but that's okay.
That's right. That's okay.
Now, WLAF gave $12 today to sponsor a youngster for a year. Would you like to challenge another business out there maybe that might want to do $12 or maybe more? It can be very simple though.
Well, now that I'm in the mayor business and we're in La Follette, Mayor Mike Stanfield certainly is a guy that I like to challenge, and I'm sure he'll be up to it.
Well,
great Vietnam veteran and longtime public servant, so I expect him to come up really quick.
$12, it's that easy. You may donate here tonight, or you may call the radio station and donate there. You may sign up here, and I don't know that there's any reason somebody shouldn't sign up their youngster.
Oh, I don't either. You know, Campbell County got a win last night, so all the fans. Now we've got Jacksboro homecoming, but once that's over with, everybody can go ahead and get their $12 in tonight. So feel real good about it.
No excuse for that. But did you go to the game last night or watch?
I didn't get to. We worked late on the budget cycle.
Oh, that's
and
right.
Budgets are difficult if you can't read. They're difficult if you can read. So we were working with the commission last night and a whole bunch of dedicated folks that believe in this program in Campbell County. So.
Yeah, I forgot last night was Thursday. You're doing the Thursday every week through
correct.
September, I guess.
That's correct.
Well, I don't envy your position, but I know that you and the commissioners are up to the challenge.
Well, I think they are. I think they have heart for service, each one of them, as I look around. Look forward to continuing to work with them, but this initial challenge is a good way for us to come together early in service to the people of Campbell County.
Well, we appreciate your service. As limited as it's been here the last couple of weeks, you're just getting your feet wet, but you've been a great service to our community and especially our country.
Well, thank you, Jim, and thank you for what you do for our community at WLAF every day.
Well, we make an effort every day, and we appreciate your support. Couldn't do it without it. And keep listening to the Trading Post for us, okay?
We'll do it. We got to keep Big Josh straight.
Mayor E.L. Morton, thank you so much for taking time.
Thank you, Jim.
Very good. E.L. Morton visiting. He's one of our guest readers tonight. As we invite you to come by and see us, let's see what time it is. We're going to be here for about another half hour. We're in La Follette, right next to First Baptist Church with the Big Blue Bus. We have cookies, and we have a couple of come by and get some water. We've got folks, guest readers, youngsters being read to here, and we're looking at our tote board here. Is that what we're pointing to? Yes, our tote board. Our donations are slowly but surely coming in. We're up to $825. We're looking for $2,400 tonight, and maybe if we don't make it tonight, maybe we can make it through next week. But if you'd like to be a part of this, it's $12 to sponsor a child for an entire year. $60 to sponsor a child from birth through 5. That's the time frame of this program, and $12 a year does it. $60 will do the whole 5 years, and it's easy to do. You may call the radio station right now and make that donation, 562-1450, 566-1450, or 562-3557. So call us, make a donation. You may also sign up your youngster by calling the radio station. It is that easy this evening, 562-1450, 566-1450, or 562-3557. We still have guest Pam Jeffries to visit with her tonight. Pam is the guidance counselor at La Follette Elementary, and Karen Holder, who also teaches at La Follette Elementary. And then we're going to cap things off tonight with our director of schools, Donnie Poston, who's here wearing his big. Come on over, Donnie. We have a microphone open, and
Is this my stool?
well, this is your stool. It's a cool stool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all right. I
How
like
are you,
it.
sir?
I'm going to make it. How are you?
Oh well, I think despite ourselves, maybe we will.
Well, there you go.
You're wearing your blue and orange tonight. That's
I'm,
good.
I'm patriotic, aren't I? For
Yes,
the county.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is such a great program, the Imagination Library.
Absolutely. There's no question. It's I don't know how many years it's been around now, but
10.
I know my grandkids had the privilege of receiving these books, and I think I read them more than they did. So, of course, I read to them a lot too.
When you've been in education for, we won't talk about all those years, but reading is, I guess, if you can't get to the reading, that's first base. You can't get there, you're not going to finish.
Well, my first year teaching was first grade, first, second, and third, and I had several reading groups, and utmost of all the subjects that we had, that's the one that I used to think I would not enjoy teaching reading, but it ended up being my joy. And so I love teaching reading, but I love to see children progress, you know, from the early phonetic stages all the way into the words and into the sentences and paragraphs, and you just watch them blossom, and it's more a joy for the person that's on the teaching end, I believe, than it is for the one on the receiving end. But
Well,
then,
now, this is a simple process, maybe for a parent or grandparent to take maybe, 3, 4, 5 minutes a day to read to a youngster?
and that's something it's almost a lost art in some homes. But we would encourage, and we do encourage all parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, even the postman if he comes through, and just encourage everyone to take time out, not just to read to children, but read for themselves. You know, we can get prisoners and get captured by all of the technology and all of the fancy gadgets now, but there's nothing as important as just being able to sit down and read those precious words. You know?
Pick up those books.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What would you say to a parent or grandparent who's not signed up their child yet to this free program? What would you say to them, Donnie?
Well, obviously, a lot of people probably have not signed up because they really don't know the steps to getting into the program, but they're very simple. If they'll contact us or contact some of the people at CHED or some of the other organizations around, or even Dollywood, I guess, what is that, Dollywood.com or whatever it is, but just call anyone. They can help them get signed up, and we'll be glad to call. If they'll call the Board of Education, we'll be glad to give them some direction on how to get those books for their children, because by the time they get to school, they'll already have a library of books. That speaks volumes. So.
Well, it does. It's a book a month for the first year. For 5 years, you're talking about 60 books. That's a pretty good sized library. Yeah,
that's a lot of. And then if you've got 2 or 3 grandbabies, that's a whole lot of books. Or children in the home, that's an awful lot of books. Take advantage of every single opportunity to get another book. And I've noticed too, with my own grandkids, once they get one like that in the mail, or once that they did get them in the mail, they'd want to go pick up more at the store. You know, if you go to a library, or if you'll go to a bookstore, if you go to Sam's even, or wherever you go, there's always sections in the supermarket now where there's books, children's books. They'll want a book often, and if you do it right, you can absolutely make them think it's a toy. You know.
Well, Catherine Ayers described it as Christmas every month when the youngsters go to the mailbox.
It absolutely is, and you know, for us country kids, you know, the mailman was one of the most important people in our life growing up, and to a kid, when they know that they think the book comes from Dolly, that makes it even more special.
Yes, it does.
You know, and so they can't wait for that time of the month when that book comes. So.
It's the Imagination Library celebration, and we have youngsters coloring and reading around here. The Big Blue Bus is here this evening. We're on West Central Avenue in La Follette. You can't miss us, right next to the First Baptist Church. And the price of this is $12 a year. It's been the same price since day one.
Yeah. And I've not written my check yet, so for the new year. Let me put it that way. But we'll do that before we leave here tonight. And
so you sponsor a child every year.
I will. And over the years we've given to this program several times, and we're going to be giving it to it again tonight before we leave.
Well, our goal is $2,400, Donnie. We're at $825. We've got a little ways to go there. and we're wanting to sign up 200 youngsters. What would you say to a parent or grandparent who's not signed up yet? Maybe it's kind of thinking about it. It's all free.
Well, don't hesitate. I know a lot of people are passing by tonight that maybe didn't get the news what's going on here. If they're even listening to the radio now, just make a U-turn if you have to get back here, and get signed up. Get your kids, your grandkids signed up, and make a contribution. If you don't have kids, listen. How many lives can you touch with one little book?
Well, quite a few, I would say.
Absolutely, and be like me. Go when I get through here in just a minute. I'm going to go over there. Of course, I've got to read in just a second.
Okay.
But then I'll go over and get my little checkbook, and I'll make my donation, and we'll make that number go up a little more.
Well, Donnie, we look forward to that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Donnie Poston, appreciate you, our Director of Schools, taking time to visit. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we are live this evening on WLAF. It's the Imagination Library Celebration. Mary Berry is our guest reader now. Mary's reading to a couple of little ones here as we are live on WLAF Radio, AM, FM. We're on WLAF TV 12. We're also on 1450 WLAF.com here in La Follette, and WLAF TV 12. This is our second live telecast we've had remotely. We do have a lot of live telecasts, but I guess I didn't emphasize that we're live on location. This is only the second time we've done that. We were able to televise the second half of the Campbell County Central football game here just a couple of weeks ago, and we look forward to perhaps doing more of that as we are attempting to branch out a little bit, especially with our sports, because those games are televised live on 1450 WLAF.com anyway, and that is something that we're working to expand on. As we're going to be here for a little bit longer, up till about 8 o'clock tonight, as we're looking for more guests to come by. We've got a list of guests. Not everybody has made their way here just yet, but let's talk about our corporate partners. You may donate as an individual, and it's $12 a year, $1 a month. Or if you want to donate for 5 years, which is the life of the program for a youngster, birth to age 5, it's $60. You may do that. The investor is for a 4-year period of 2010 through 2014 for the Campbell County Imagination Library. Our individual donors: St. Mary's Medical Center of Campbell County, the La Follette Utility Board, La Follette United Methodist Church, Jellicoe Community Hospital, Jacksboro City Council. Also on that list, Extraordinary Teens of Campbell County High School, East Tennessee Foundation, the Eagle Bluff Daycare, Dollar General, Delta Kappa Gamma, including Alpha Theta Chapter, the Beta Phi Chapter, CHED employees, Community Health of East Tennessee, the Campbell County Mayor. We just visited with E.L. Morton a moment ago, the Campbell County Health Department, Campbell County Commissioners, Books from Birth Foundation, and also the Appalachian Regional Commission. Those are all folks who are being a part corporately. You may do something individually if you like for $12. As we're going to try to grab Karen Holder. Pam, come on over. We've got both you girls on the list here. Pam, I didn't see you. I saw Karen out of the corner of my eye there. Karen Holder is with us. Karen teaches at La Follette Elementary School, and I thought you'd forgotten about us. What do you have? Oh, you have a picture of Dolly.
I do. My daughter, Courtney, probably 10 years ago, she entered a contest with Nestle's, and Nestle's gave her $1,000 to give to a charity of her choice.
Okay.
And she was really interested in the Imagination Library. She's always been a good reader, and she's always loved reading. And so she decided to give it to Imagination Library of Campbell County. And she wrote Dolly and told her, and Dolly invited us to the opening of Dollywood that spring. And she had a little backstage get together, and she asked us to come back. So we actually got to have our picture made. The family did, with Dolly Parton, and I actually got to touch her, you know. So that's my memory of the Imagination Library. Of course, being a teacher, reading is the thing. If you can read, then you can be successful in most anything else you do. If you can't read, you have a hard time, a very hard time.
Now, are you pre-K now? Is that?
I am pre-K this is my 6th year in pre-K. Previously in kindergarten, and that's the foundation.
Now what age is pre-K?
our pre-K students are 4 years old when they enter, but during the course of the year, most of them will turn 5. Some will turn 5 next summer before they go to kindergarten. But right now, 2 of mine have turned 5 since school started. But they love the books, and they love to bring them to school and have me read them to them again. So it's a very good program, and I think she's a genius for coming up with this.
Well, of course, she's a Tennessean. I mean.
Oh, yes, and Tennesseans have great ideas, don't they?
Well, now, when youngsters come in that maybe haven't had someone read to them or haven't been a part of the Imagination Library, that's a tough task for you, isn't it?
It is, and it shows. It definitely shows. They need that background, that foundation built, vocabulary, words that they haven't heard if they haven't had the books read to them, and it makes a really big difference in how they get started in school. Our teachers tell us in kindergarten we can pick out the ones that have been to pre-K and had the exposure, and we can pick out the ones that have had the books at home and the ones that have not had those experiences, and it puts them a little behind. It really does. And so this program is just amazing, absolutely amazing.
Would you like to challenge someone to maybe call and make a donation and or encourage folks, well, maybe not necessarily name someone, but maybe folks to make a donation to the program?
Sure. Another teacher, Judy Presley, that was just interviewed, she went right over and made a donation, and I think all the teachers at La Follette Elementary School should make a donation to the Imagination Library. Matter of fact, I need to go do that myself right now.
Well, it's $12 a year.
Yes, and that's a bargain.
Same price it was 10 years ago.
I can't even imagine how they can manage that. But Dolly has a lot to do with that, because her name recognition and her being a part of the program, I'm sure they give her good deals. Good deals. So we reap the benefits of that. So hope it could stay that way for a while longer.
Well, let's hope so, and that's where we need your donations.
Exactly. We definitely do. It's a good way. I was just at the radio station before I came over, and I did talk to a lovely lady named Sue Evans, and she had called in and signed up her little grandson Levi, and then she wanted to sponsor Levi, so she gave a donation of $12, and she thought that was just excellent, just a great opportunity for her. So
well, you may sign up right now by calling WLAF at 562-1450 or 566-1450, or you could just come by here.
Exactly. We're having a great time here. It's wonderful. I've seen a lot of people here, and it's just a great thing. And I would like to commend Nelsie Wooden for getting this all together, and she just has the heart and the love of reading, and I really commend her for doing this for our county, because she is the main player in this.
Well, she has done a great job. She has pulled all the right strings. She has volunteers like you. You know, you worked a 10 or 12-hour day at school. Now you're here tonight helping out, and obviously you have a love for what you do.
Oh, I do. Seeing a child learn, that's no better joy than seeing a child learn, and reading is where it all starts. And I love the Imagination Library and the books that are in the Imagination Library, and going to go over here and read a book. The last book that's in the series is called Look Out Kindergarten, Here I Come. Oh. That is for the 5-year-olds that are going to kindergarten next year, and we always read that at the end of the school year in pre-K for the children. So I'm going to get to read that over here in just a minute.
Well, Karen, we'll let you get to it. We appreciate you taking time to visit with us.
We appreciate you all for having us on tonight and spreading the word.
Yes, we'll keep doing it.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Karen Holder, who teaches pre-K at La Follette Elementary, taking time to visit with us tonight. It is the Imagination Library celebration here, year number 10, but this has been going on in a different form for a couple of more years here in Campbell County. So it's been a great tradition here that started and continues. And you may be a part by signing up your youngster. It's free. You may call the radio station, WLAF, and do that at 562-1450. Or if you'd like to donate, or both, you may do so simply by calling the station. And if you can't get through tonight, we'll get you set up next week. Just give us a call. You may sign up here at the Big Blue Book Bus. It's here in La Follette, in downtown La Follette, and we invite you to come by and be a part of this for at least a few more moments, as we're a 6 to 8 o'clock time frame tonight. It's 7:41. Pam Jeffries is here, and Pam is you're the guidance counselor at La Follette Elementary School, so you work with all the youngsters.
I do. That's correct. Pre-K through 5.
Now tell me about the Imagination Library Foundation. This is celebrating today, but this is such a big part of what you do.
It definitely is, because I actually started out as an elementary teacher. I taught first grade, second grade, third grade. So you get those children and you want so desperately to teach them to read. So having a background coming into school, being exposed to reading, vocabulary, it is so magnificent when you see them take that and start putting those sentences together and reading.
What something as simple as knowing how to open a book and maybe kind of the mechanics of a book. I mean, those are things I guess we don't think of, but in your profession, you pick up on that right away when you see a youngster with a book, don't you?
Yes. When a child comes in knowing how to take that book, open it up, follow along, and read, and sometimes just tell a story from the pictures, it's magnificent because you know they've been exposed.
What if for a mom or a dad or a grandparent, what are we talking about? Maybe 5 minutes a day, if that, or I guess you get started and maybe it kind of keeps on going.
You do, and I can really attest, Jill, because I have a personal story to share.
Well, let's hear it.
Our grandson, who was born in 2000, was signed up in 2002 as one of several children for the first to join the Imagination Library here in Campbell County.
Okay.
So in the summer, I babysat and he stayed with me. So the pleasure of it all was, during the day I'd say, maybe there's a book, let's go check the mailbox. So we'd go to the mailbox and get that book out, and we couldn't wait to get back in the house to share that story. So that was so much a part of his life, and I think it instilled in him a love of reading and a love for books, because it's just grown, and I've seen what a difference it's made in his education.
Well, of course, his name is on that book when it comes in the mail.
Oh yes, it's there, and that's so important because it's their mail, and all children love to get mail out of the box. So it's fascinating. It's fun, but they have no idea the gift that it's giving to those children who come to school ready to learn, wanting to read, loving books.
Well, now, when you talk about getting those books in the mail and starting to read with that book, then it kind of, one book prompts maybe another book from a standpoint of want to buy one or go to the library and be a part?
Yes, because that instilled in him the love for books, and we would go to the summer reading program at the library. So all of those things together were so wonderful as I watched him grow and develop and have this love for reading.
Well, you've taken time to volunteer. You've worked a full day as a guidance counselor already, and obviously you have a passion for what you do. But how simple is this for someone? It's free to sign up.
All you have to do is sign your child up. The books come every month from birth to age 5, and I just can't tell you what a difference it makes in a child's life.
And it's free.
It's free. It's absolutely free. So please, all you have to do is sign the paper.
And you may call the radio station right now, WLAF, and sign up over the phone at 566-1450, or maybe do it here in person, or if you'd like to donate $12 and sponsor a child for a year.
Oh yes, $12 will take care of the books for an entire year. So it's such little money for such a huge gift for a child.
Well, can you name a couple of the books off the top of your head that come in the mail?
Well, our very first experience was the little engine that could, and my daughter and I talked about that the other day when I shared with my grandson. This is a big deal because we're celebrating the Imagination Library when it came to Campbell County. So that book was treasured. So in the llama books, the children love those. They are so special.
And these are quality books. These are hardback quality books that you can hand down or keep or build that library.
Most definitely. These can be passed on down to the other children that are born in the family, or even to cousins who don't get the books each month.
Well, now the Big Blue Bus is here, and this is the third and last stop of the day. How special is it to have this here, you think?
Oh, to me, this is more than we ever hoped we could see in Campbell County. This is truly a dream come true, and I think it just actually puts a stamp on all of the things that we've done to try to make it a huge success, and I think this just validates. It's wonderful.
Well, let's pass this on too, and the fact that maybe somebody wants to be a part of this and maybe can't be right this minute, they can call the radio station or maybe even the school to get signed up.
Most definitely. I always have the applications because I help with the pre-K registration for the Imagination Library. So I would be more than happy to sign a child up, bring the form down, and get the books going.
Let me see if I can remember that phone number. Is it 562-3439? Is that it?
Got it. That's it.
All right.
That is it.
That's the Follett Elementary.
Yes.
That easy.
It is. Most definitely.
Well, I'm hearing the Big Blue Bus crank up, and maybe time for them to kind of head out here. Let's hope not, but they're going to be leaving here eventually, I guess.
It is. I think it's almost over, but it's been a great evening.
Were you a guest reader tonight?
Yes, I actually was.
What did you read?
Llama Llama. Homesick with Mama.
Wow, how can you forget a title like that?
Not easily, but the children love the llama books. They're wonderful.
Well, Pam, we appreciate you taking time. Anything else you'd like to tell us about the Imagination Library and how it's impacted you and your students?
I think it's definitely impacted me, and it carries so much weight as far as the children go. When they come in and they're excited about books, you know they've been exposed. And not all families can afford to go and purchase books for their children to read, and sometimes they don't have access to the library. They may live too far out in the country. So it has a great impact on all the children. It just instills that love of reading.
Well, so that means that the mailman delivers no matter where you live.
Exactly.
And you may sign up and get those books for free.
Oh, yes. Most definitely free.
Well, I don't know that I've seen the books and the quality of the books. You couldn't go out anywhere and buy those books for $1 a month like you get them now.
Absolutely not. No, the price that we pay to just sponsor a child is beyond belief, because maybe 2 books you might be able to purchase for that small $12 fee.
$12 a year, that's the donation we'd like for you to make tonight. Or if you'd like to sign up your child, you may do that. 562-1450, call WLAF. We can get you signed up, or call Pam on Monday morning at 562-3439. And Pam, thanks so much for taking time. You're volunteering here tonight and visiting with us this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Pam Jeffries, who is the guidance counselor at La Follette Elementary, as we're going to try to get Nelsie Wooden back over here before we finally wrap everything up tonight. Nelsie, I guess we may be wrapping this up quickly, it looks like here.
Well, the bus is getting ready to pull out. The children are with David Grant, the pastor at Jacksboro United Methodist Church. He's reading to them now. And we've been collecting money. The last count, we had $925.
Well, we're slowly but surely getting there.
We're going to get there, and we just really appreciate everyone helping us be a part of this celebration.
Well, I tell you what, let's do. Let's don't end this celebration tonight. No. Would you help us next week, and let's keep this going? We want to meet a goal of $2,400.
We do. We want to meet that goal.
We need to keep kind of beating that drum.
And we want to enroll 200 new children.
And we'll keep doing that.
Yes.
Do you have an idea of how many youngsters we've signed up tonight?
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, I know we've signed up a few at least.
We've signed up a few, and I know they've been taking them at the radio station as well. And I know we've met a lot of people. We've had a lot of children here with their favorite book. Isn't that wonderful? And Mr. Kitts, our postman, has really done a great job of being able, there it goes, goodbye to the bus.
Yeah, the big bus.
Yep. And she was impressed that you're calling it the Big Blue Book Bus.
Well, you know, for a guy like me, I've got to do it where it's simple for me, and I can remember that.
That's right. That's right. It's the book bus. So.
That's right.
But Mr. Kitts was just delighted me in telling me stories about the children receiving their books. I think one of the most delightful parts is parents telling me how much their children love their books, and then the children who walk by your table and say, "I've got that book," and it's just wonderful that they're growing to be readers.
Well, no doubt about that, and it's almost like getting a gift. Well, it is getting a gift every month.
It is, and it's a gift from the people of Campbell County to the children of Campbell County.
Well, Nelsie, we thank you for letting us be a part of this, and let's keep this going next week and get those goals. It may take us a few days or a couple of weeks, but we'll keep working, okay?
Well, thank you so much for wanting to do that, because, yes, we want to support our children.
Well, Nelsie, thank you. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here, and again, thank you so much for all you've done. And we've had some folks who visited with us. They bragged about all your efforts here, and we want to say thank you for everything you do.
Well, I enjoy it, and the Lord blesses me, and it gives me the strength to keep going, and that's what I want to do, is to honor Him.
All right. Well, Nelsie, thank you so much. Nelsie Wooden with the Community Health of East Tennessee, Chet. And, of course, she is the lady who's coordinated all this tonight to make the Big Blue Book Bus celebration of the Imaginary Library, of the Imagination Library, such a success here in Campbell County. And if you still like to donate or sign up your youngster, call us at WLAF 562-3557 or 566-1450 or 562-1450. It's that easy to do. Our goal is $2,400 in donations. We're about halfway there, close to half, and then we're looking to sign up at least 200 more youngsters. That's free, and all that is a phone call away. You may call us at WLAF. We'll help you get signed up and get that going. For Theron Overbay, Jason Shockley, Brian Scott, who's helping us this evening, all those involved, Nelsie Wooden, we say thank you for connecting to WLAF. We bid you a good night. So long till next time.